Merhaba arkadaşlar, bugün sizlerle beraber Kingdom Come Deliverance 2'nin 1. bölümünü oynayacağız. Videoyu beğenmeyi ve abone olmayı unutmayın. Herkese keyifli seyirler. Bu biraz daha canlı. Bakalım, görüntü kalitesi sanki daha iyi. Bunda silah da var.
What are you doing here? Go and take cover in the keep.
Can't hold out against this onslaught much longer. Go and take cover with the others.
Henry mi bu?
Godwin!
Götürürken.
Where's your weapon? To the battlements! Move!
Father! Have you come to anoint us before we die?
We'll get anointed after the battles are hands. With booze.
Oo, Lord Capon'la.
Get ready!
Çatma altındayız abi.
Take cover!
Bunu da bayağı gerçekçi yapmışlar. Güzel. Henry nerede acaba? Henry yok.
A rude awakening, eh? Make it count.
O arbalet. Diğer oyunda yoktu. Ok vardı orada. Ama biz niye bu karakterle oynuyoruz? Sonradan mı Henry'ye döneceğiz acaba? Adamları yukarı siper al.
Godwin! Over here! Get up there quick! We have to help them!
Oo. Vuramadım.
What now, fucker?
Die, you swine!
Bunun mermisi bitmiyor ama galiba.
Get ready! They're coming inside! Godwin! Move downstairs! We can...
Sen aşağı in, biz burayı idare edebiliriz diyor.
Godwin! Get over here with that cross and join the way! Return fire!
Geleni vururum. Aha. Çok güzel.
That's it! Get ready for another attack! This won't stop them! Broadway, draw your sword and follow me! That's it!
Sol alt. Beni takip et dedi. Neyse sonra bakarız. Aha. Bunlar gelmeden indirdik. Merdiveni devir. Heh. Bayağı güzel bir savaş animasyonu yapmışlar. Yapma Capon, yapma. Biraz değişmiş gibi.
Oh, Dentist Fortuna, fucking you, vat. Jesus. You're only supposed to deliver a message to Trotsky. The most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two.
Ya şimdi başlıyor herhalde. Kaç hafta önce. Şimdiki silahlar daha güzel. Arbalet falan var, silah var. İlk oyunun sonunu gösteriyor şu an.
Lord Dentist Fortuna, you vat!
Bizim atımız değişmiş. Bizde de vardı bu üstte.
Good gracious, Henry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
My apologies, Your Grace. Unfortunately, I was too busy shoveling shit and picking turnips to find time for studying Latin.
We shall have to rectify that. I can't have an ignoramus for a personal bodyguard.
Del koruma.
Anyway, this Audens, whatever. What does that actually mean?
O Dentes Fortuna Juvat. Fortune favors the brave.
I don't doubt it. All we have to do is deliver
Bizim
a
atımız
letter to
beyazdı
Lord
bir de.
von Bergov and ride back again. Doesn't take much bravery.
Christ, Henry, don't be such a stick in the mud. Aren't you glad to be finally out of that hellhole where we can finally enjoy some adventure? See a bit of the world, meet new women, and simply have some fun.
Sure, but you promised Johannes that you'd be as good as gold, and I'm personally responsible for your safety.
Bizim bir kız arkadaşımız vardı ama o ne oldu acaba?
So I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
God help me, my bodyguard's a monk who can't speak Latin.
Sir. Trotsky.
My word. That is fucking impressive. It makes Perkstein look like an outhouse. Berghoff must be made of money. Well, Henry, looking forward to new adventures? Adventures that will become the stuff of legends?
Bakalım.
Of course I am. We'll show them what fine fellas have turned up on their doorstep.
You bet we will. We'll hand over our important message and then hop, skip to the nearest tavern. We'll drink to our success and chase some local wenches, eh? But why didn't Uncle Hanush take care of it himself? Unless, maybe he's just testing me.
Aye, it does look like that. He'll hand over all the Ratai estates to you one day. So I expect he wants to be sure you won't botch it.
Of course. How could I possibly botch it up? There are foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia. The king is in captivity, God knows
köpek,
where.
köpek
And
bizim
here
değil
we
mi?
are in the middle of it all, carrying an important document. No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
So do I. How is that? Fortuna...
Vallahi bu daha güzel görünüyor ha. Köpeğimiz de var.
See now, there's the Henry I know and love. Well, enough of the chat. Trotsky's almost within reach.
Sir Hans, how's it looking there in the back?
All good, Oates. Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Keep your hair on, Dick. Oh, those got eyes like a hawk. I don't miss nothing.
Vallahi köpek bizimle geliyor. Bizim o zaman. Benim o şeyden Skalis'ten kurtardığım köpek bu. En son değirmencideydi.
Sir.
Aha.
Should we get ready for a fight?
Take it easy, Henry. They're wearing von Bergov's colours. They're from Trotsky.
Surround them! Don't let them get away!
Besides, we wouldn't stand a chance against them.
Don't do anything foolish, fellas. Just follow my orders.
Nasıl şansımız yok? Hepimiz ikişer tane alsak yeter. Hallederdik.
What are you after here?
Is this usually how you greet visitors, my good man?
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Berghoff from my master, Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Arbaletlerle bekliyorlar ha.
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Lipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Lipa is on the side of King Wenceslas,
Well,
while my master is a member of the League of Lords. side with King Sigismund.
Well,
So it would appear we are enemies.
Düşmanız. Aa, biz girdik devreye. Korunması olarak.
We're not enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry, from Skalitz.
Biraz kelime böyle.
I'm Lord Capon'la advisor and scribe, and now an envoy as well.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Sesimiz
Even
kalınlaşmış.
so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band. So why should I trust you?
Ne diyor şimdi, bir dakika. Tamam. Bunların hepsini zaten zamanla yapmamız lazım. Bizler olarak bir ediyoruz. Gerçekten haydut gibi görünüyoruz. Yok, öyle yapmayalım.
We want to resolve conflicts, not to stir up more.
Bunlarla
Once
kötü
more,
gitmememiz
I
lazım.
assure you we have no evil intentions. You can escort us to Trotsky, and everything will be explained there. That we can guarantee.
Very well.
Eğer deseydim ki biz senin yerine falan şey yapalım, bunları küçük düşürmüş olurduk, savaşırdık yani. Yapma oğlum, saldırma, başarılı dedin. Heh. Yoklar.
Sorry about the cold reception. You must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem, then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall, and Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone let a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God! What kind of a backwater have they sent us to?
Yapma.
I suppose we'll just have to manage somehow. Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
Thomas, captain at Trotsky. Thank you.
Yok
I'm
canım.
sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
Bunda bir hainlik sezdim ama inşallah bir şey yapmaz, arkamızdan falan vurmaz.
Well, this is a bit of a hold-up. What now?
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night. The pond looks inviting, and we've got wine enough.
And what about
Aynen
those
öyle.
bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them.
Eşkıyalardan niye korkuyorsun oğlum? Bir sürü adamsınız ya.
Come on, fellas. We'll camp here on the bank.
Tavuk da var orada.
At least we can bathe. I stink almost as bad as the rest of you. And you lot are rank.
Go away, Dutchman. You'll get nothing from me.
Abi ilk başta bu adama biz Sir Capon diyorduk, şimdi de Sir Hans diyoruz. İt.
Henry!
Bizim itimiz
Whistle
değil
at
misin?
that mutt of yours to stop barking.
Çağırmak için X düğmesine basılı tut.
Mutt! What's all the fuss about, Mutt? Are you that hungry? All right, I'll see what I can get for you.
Well, hoorah! Peace at last. That barking was a
Good
pain
boy.
in the ass.
Aslan oğlum benim. Ne kadar güzel. Pitbull kırması gibi. Ne anlatıyorsun oğlum ya? Yemek yiyebiliyor muyuz? Yok. Konuş bakayım.
Do you know these parts?
A little. It's all rocks and woods. Lovely to look at, but shit for hunting in. If you don't watch your step, you could easily fall down some fissure.
So you've been in Trotsky before?
Not Trotsky itself. Once I just passed through here with Sir Hanush's escort.
Ah, I expect that's why he sent you with us.
No doubt, but also because I'm not as rash as you youngsters. And besides, as the cook, I make sure you lot don't gobble up all the supplies at once.
Do you know why we're going to Trotsky?
For some big political parley.
Yeah, of course. I'm just wondering if you know what's in that message we're carrying.
Not really, but I reckon our lords
Lan biz
want us to
oradaydık
bear
ya.
in mind the times we're living in. King
Buraları
Vincent to
biliyorum.
know who's going to stand on our side. If the and the royal chamberlain von Burgo has the land reserves under.
Konuşmayı sonlandır. Köpeğime yemek.
Listen, would you have some scraps for a mutt?
That's a good one. He already gobbled up a piece of venison while I was having a piss. I've got one last sausage and I'll be saving that for the way back. Look, Henry, I'm fond of that beast, but you ought to keep him under control.
Adamı tehdit etmeyelim abi. Şimdiden kötü
Come on,
olmasın.
Oaks. We'll get to Trotsky tomorrow, and there'll be plenty of food there.
Aç oğlum köpeğimiz
We're
var.
a noble's escort, so they're obliged to feed us well. Pheasant in wine, roast pork with apples. Those sausages of yours are only fit for a dog anyway.
For Christ's sake, stop giving me a hard time. I'll have you know that sausage is fucking good. But neither you nor your dog will get to taste it.
Wouldn't you swap it for something?
I might. Tankard has my ring. I lost it to him at dice, and if I go home without it, my old woman will send me right back. If you can get it back, I'll be glad to give you that sausage.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
Sakala bak ya.
What did I do to you?
Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few dice.
For the love of God. How many times do I have to tell you? I ain't playing with you.
Bundan zorla alacağım. Lan nereden?
Where did you get the table from?
From that cave behind me. It was just lying there. So I says to myself, that's better than playing on the ground.
Pizar oyunu
So you've
yapalım.
got dice set up. Want a game?
Sure. How's about spicing it up with a little wager?
I heard you won a ring off Oates. Want to bet that?
Fortune favours the brave, lad. But if you lose, you'll pay for everything I order in the tavern in Trotsky. All right?
Eyvallah. Rojo hoş geldin canım. Ben bunları biliyorum zaten
Well
birinci.
then, show us what you can do. Unless you're playing for the first time.
Şimdi ilk elimiz güzel. Dar tut. Puanla ve geç. Nasıl iflas ya? 5 vardı orada. Lan keşke direkt geçseydim onu. Bak hepsini çekti. İflas et.
Aye, that'll do. No, that's as far as I go.
Ders edeceğiz.
still all right. It'd be worse if you already had 3 ones. Wonderful. Ha ha!
That's just great.
You can never have too much ale. Want to try your luck again? Same wager.
Tekrar oynuyorum.
All right, let's carry on. Now I'll show you.
Bir köşede öldürürüz
I
sonra.
hope Lady Luck will be on my side.
Olmuyor. Şey vermiyor ki bize, dur. Puanla ve geç. Bak ona çıkanlara bak, bana çıkana bak.
That's enough for me. Your turn.
700 yaptı bile. ...1500... Yok 1050... İnşallah geçmez bizi. Geçti bile.
My God.
Yok
I'm
tamam.
done.
Güzel bir el yaparsak geçeriz. Bunu bir riske atacağım. İflas etme, iflas. Yok. Puanla ve geç, kazandık.
Can't damn your eyes. You played well. What's to be done?
Birinci oyunda çok
A bet
oynamıştık.
is a bet. Here's your ring.
Kalk.
Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few dice.
For the love. How many times do I have to tell you?
It seems Tankard can't tell a 5 from a 6. I won that ring off him.
You beat the bastard. Ha! You're a dab hand, Henry. Thanks. Will you give it to me? If I go home without it, the old woman will break her broom
Sosisliği
over
ver
my
sonra.
back.
What will you give me for it?
Well, all I've got here is some grub. Want a sausage? It's venison.
All right. And enough games. You won't easily find another mug who'll exchange a ring for a sausage.
Yeah. True enough.
One little game, eh?
Leave me alone. I know you only too well. It's all one little game.
Evet,
One little
sohbet
game.
et.
And then you go and take my last groschen.
Salt. Besle.
Here, mutt.
Why don't we carry on to the foothill, Trotsky?
O iyiymiş. Bir dakika.
Tavern there.
Sol alt.
Fella could have a game.
Komutlar.
Give over, Tankard. There'll be time enough for the tavern after we...
Here, mutt. Search.
Ha, mesela bir görevimiz var. Aratabiliyoruz bir şeyi. Bir dakika, komutlar. Yok. Bu değil. Ne yaptım lan ben? Davranış. Sadece izle var.
Here, mutt. Search.
Beni takip et, dur.
Henry. Oh, that was a tight thing with the captain, eh?
It looked for a while like we'd be charging at each other.
I must say, I wasn't expecting that bastard to start on me.
Yeah, I could tell.
But we managed the situation all right in the end. He even apologized to us. If Hanush had seen it, maybe he'd finally stop treating me like a child.
Lan bir
eh?
git, ben yaptım her şeyi.
Well, I don't know. When I look at you, well...
Sana baktığımda
let's not
çocuk
get ahead
gibiydin
of
diyecek.
ourselves.
Kiss my ass. And by the way, since you're here, how about
İlk oyunda
stretching
bu
our limbs
adam
a
bize
bit?
köpek muamelesi
After
yapıyordu.
that long
Sonradan
journey.
arkadaş olduk.
with a bit of swordplay?
You're in the mood for that after riding so long?
Certainly. So then, eh? Eh?
All right then. Just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it? Or shall we have a wager?
Let's save the wagers for later.
Oh, you afraid?
Keep the biting remarks to yourself. You've got armor on, so just grab your helmet. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
Kapışacağız mı? Bunun şeyi de değişikmiş ha. Zırh ve kılıç sınır. Nerede zırh ve kılıç? Envanter. Tamam, bunları oynayarak öğreniriz ya. Antrenmanı okla. Bak. Şu her şeyimiz var zaten. 403 kroşen var. İyi.
So, shall we start?
Nasıl
You think
miğfer
we're
ama?
gonna fight with our cocks? Put on your helmet and armor, grab a practice sword, and come along.
Kılıç. Tamam, nasıl yapacağız ki bunu? Burası işte. Miğfer de tak. Herhalde yaptık.
Can we start with the swordplay?
You've got your armor. Good. I won't hold back. Ready?
Hazırım.
Let's start.
Bir dakika.
Draw your sword.
Hang on. This time, let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Impress me. Is that the best you've got? I didn't even work up a sweat.
Oh, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence. Enough.
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Ben öğretiyorum ona.
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Save the advice
Bununla
and
kendimi
try it
koruyorum. Normalde
yourself.
Q'yla koruyorum.
Gladly. On guard. Good. That's the way.
Yapma.
Keep back more.
Niye olmadı? Basılı tutmam lazım ha.
Wrong. Why don't you cover yourself?
Koruyamıyorum lan. Dur bir dakika.
Nice. Good.
O tam sallarken
What are you
yapmam lazım.
doing? Cover. Why don't you cover yourself?
Nice.
That's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Start your attack then.
Pretty good. That's it. Nice. But what about a riposte? Reckon you can manage that?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it. I just follow up a perfect block immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready. After covering, you have to strike straight away. Nice. Sweet. Keep your distance, Henry. Well, you're not as good as Captain Bernard, but that wasn't bad.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered. Where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right. Come on then. Oh, nice, Henry. Too slow. Nice. All right. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
Bana uyar.
All right. 100 groschen it is.
Defend yourself. Off to a good start.
Yorulduk.
All square again. Well done.
Oo.
Now we're even.
Lan.
And another.
Çok çabuk yoruluyor.
Weren't expecting that, were you? Oh, you haven't got a home. And another. Weren't expecting that, were you?
Ne korumuyorum kendimi? Evet, şey bitiyor.
I've got you!
And you're supposed to be my bodyguard. And you've had it. I say the victor is clear. I'll get my winnings from you later. Now it's time to eat. Oh, that sword play has given me quite an appetite. Let's get some grub.
Gidelim. Kazanmış olmam lazım. Bak bu bölümde atlamak daha iyi. Birinde çok zordu ya, ağır atlıyordum.
So who won, gentlemen?
That's obvious, isn't it? Henry learned a lesson or two, and I won our bet. At least I'll have someone to buy me drinks in the tavern.
It was almost like that time in Rattay.
True. Only I won that time. Your bow, which came in very handy afterwards.
You were unbelievably lucky, beating me after just one day of training. True, I wasn't in my best form that day. We had a drink or two beforehand.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies. Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
And I had to drag you out of that tavern before everyone pounced on us.
And he had his work cut out. You wasn't having it much.
Now, if you was able to court the lasses like me, maybe she wouldn't have started screeching.
I can't say I'm surprised. Just imagine it, fellas. You're a fair maiden. Your lovely locks falling on your shoulders. No thought of wickedness. And then Tankard's fat head appears before you with his crooked mouth. And he says, "Where's the shit, oh my pretty?"
I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry?
Hmm?
You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
Benim sevgilim Teresa ile aramızda bir şey yok. O benim
She's my
sevgilim.
sweetheart. And that's all I'll tell you.
Ah, don't be such a monk. Out with it.
Dinle o zaman. Anlatalım
Listen up.
bakalım.
I'll tell you what that girl can do.
Oğlum yok.
Wildest she-cat I know. So when she's stripped off...
Enough, enough. You want to be a chivalrous knight, and you talk like that about a damsel?
Haklı.
For shame. You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Niye bu kadar yakışıklı
don't
değiliz lan?
make
Tipe bak.
trouble.
Koku yakaladık. Ve boyunca yanık arıyordum.
In the camp, with you lot. It was Conrad's turn to gather wood, and I wasn't hungry yet. So I
Bunlar bizim
stretched out for a bit by the
yeteneklerimizi
horses.
açıyor söylediğim
Oh, yeah?
şeyler.
Where? You didn't see him.
I was going for wood.
It was getting dark. I reckon he just overlooked me.
You gave me a nasty shock when you came out of the darkness. You're as quiet as a mouse, and that's the truth.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Gelirmiş lan burada kalalım.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
Bak o önemli bir asil.
Only what Sir Hans told us, that von Berghoff is a big cheese in the royal court. That's why we're going to negotiate an alliance with him.
You summed that up nicely. But yes, that's how it is. He's the royal chamberlain. You fellas will never meet a more important noble than him.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords, and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
Kılıç harika bir silah.
A sword is a weapon of a master. Balanced, fast, and suitable for all situations. Of course, you have to train with it and try to improve your technique, but the result is worth it.
Aye, I get it. It was just a training fight. Pardon me.
Oh, swords, swords, swords. No doubt you're going to tell us again how the perfidious Istvan Toth stole your sword. And I thought you'd come round to thinking about other things.
That sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
No, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Istvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who'll help me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won, so Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning. Hmm?
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state.
Artık oyun başlasın, valla film izliyor sanki ya.
Let's go and strip, Henry.
Bayağı uzun tutuyorlar hikayeleri.
Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
Yeah, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rattay in ages.
Bakalım.
Here, I intend to live a little. Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief. I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
Christ. Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Well, responsibility will catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's more chance of me becoming a monk.
That's a view fit for a king.
Whew. You were right about our stench.
Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
I'm more
Durur
worried
abi
about
de.
being too deep.
Come on.
Bize yüzmeyi mi öğretecek acaba? Yüzmeyi bilmiyoruz çünkü.
Oh, that really shrivels the old ball sack.
Sesi geliyor lan.
What's the matter?
Females!
Capon'un tam bir işi ama.
Let's go to them.
Sir Hans!
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
Kızları mı dikizleyeceğiz?
Hans!
Head down, Henry.
We've got to sneak closer. Hear that singing? They must be close.
Oyuna bakalım. Bildiğin şeyinin içine alıyor bizi.
Stop your nonsense and crouch down. If they spot you, the fun will be over.
Tamam abi.
Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer.
Aha orada. Ama giyinikler.
Shit! One of them is doing laundry. We have to get closer to the others. Only she's blocking our way, right in our path. Damn it! Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side.
Nasıl alacağım ki? Aldım. Aa yapma.
What are you doing?
Hayır hayır hayır.
Closer, but
Ben ne bileyim. Tuttuğum gibi bıraktı. Bastım. Bıraktığım gibi taşa attı. Oğlum sapık gibi gidiyoruz ya. Kalk ayağa bir normal git. Aha. Aa, haydutlar geldi herhalde. Bizimkilerini öldürüyorlar. Kapon'da karı kız peşinde köpek.
You've got to do something. Stay down, for fuck's sake.
Bizim adamlar öldü. Adam o kadar dedi ha. Gidelim dedi gitmedik.
Oh fuck. A letter. Don't be a fool, Henry. We don't stand a chance.
Nasıl duracağız oğlum, öldürmemiz lazım.
Then head back
Kızı
to camp.
kurtaracağız.
Maybe some of our men got away.
Duramayız hadi.
Hey!
Heh.
What the fuck are you doing? Hey! Hands off her, you brute! What the hell's going on here? Let her go, you pigs!
That bastard's with them! Fucking hell! You couldn't just leave it be, could you? Come on! Run!
Catch them!
Kızı da bırakmadılar. Ya bırakıyorlar.
Enough, I said!
What the fuck? She's mine!
Bırak. Söz dinlemezsen böyle olur. Namuslu haydutlarmış ha. Bıraktırdı kızı.
What are you gaping at? Shoot!
Aa inşallah
Don't just
vurulmayız.
stand there, you idiot! After them! Along the bank!
Don Kilot ne yapacağız biz şimdi? Elbisemiz yok, bir şeyimiz yok.
When did you learn to swim?
Korkudan öğreneceğiz şimdi.
Just now.
Oo, okla da vuruldu.
Fucking armor! Come on! We'll cut them off on the other side! Oh, he's caught it quick!
vurulduk. Ha köpeğimizden ha.
What the fuck was that, Henry? You rescuing a damsel in distress?
I'm done with running.
Oh, oh really? And what exactly do you call... Oh, oh shit. Oh, you've been hit.
What?
Aa hissetmemiş vurulduğunu.
Well, we can't leave it like this. No, wait! Ah, fuck! We've got to flee. Can you walk?
Yeah, I'll manage. I'd lead the way.
Köpeğimiz de gitti.
You pull yourself together. We've got to vanish. We'll get out of the woods and find someone. Then we'll get that shoulder of yours fixed up. So, how far is it to Trotsky?
Müzik sesi ne?
There's someone in front of us. Down.
Bir dakika müziği biraz kısmam lazım. Bu kadar yeter.
They mustn't get away. Got that? Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. You, watch the middle of the gorge.
Ne yapacağız?
We can't go this way. We'll go around.
You two, go up there. Get a move on. You watch this side of the rocks.
Canımız da çok az ha.
And you, go to the pond. If they didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the pond, I want to know.
Allah Capon'u kaybetmeyiz. Tek başına kalmayalım.
Sakra! He'll see us. We'll have to wait.
Do you want us to think they could swim all the fucking way across?
Shut up, or the chief will hear you.
It's still easier here than that skirmish right outside.
Stumbling about in the pitch black, when all your torch does is blind you.
Leave it out. Catching some naked men in the forest is better than getting killed in a skirmish.
Maybe, but I still can't see a bloody thing.
We'll find it, do the bit, and get a nice reward.
We've got to get to that tree trunk up ahead, quietly. There's more of them up top. Fuck.
Aa evet.
I played dice against Lefty
They're coming
yesterday.
here.
Shouldn't you be
Stand
keeping
still.
watch instead?
You reckon we'll find them, do you? If they tried to swim across the pond, they'll be
Run,
found half
quick.
dead somewhere on the bank, not here. Why are we moving down instead of being high up?
Because you can't see shit from up there through the foliage.
But we were sent up top.
There won't be nothing up there.
Oh, no. Fuck, they're in
Where
front
are
of
you,
us.
prick?
Quick, into the rocks.
They're fleeing into the rock.
Aha geliyorlar.
Hurry. Run
Ne yapacağız?
around. We'll catch them at the top.
What now?
Bulduk.
They're here!
Take cover.
Run ahead of them!
Bırak. Ulan ya. Bastım olmadı. Basmamam lazımmış. Buradan başladık yine.
We'll get out of the woods and find someone. Then we'll get that shoulder of yours fixed up. So, how far is it to Trotsky?
Hadi oğlum hadi.
There's someone in front of us. Down.
They mustn't get away. Got that?
Bayağı geriden başladı
Go
ya.
out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. You, watch the middle of the gorge. And keep your eyes peeled, right? You two, go up there. Get a move on. You watch this side of the rocks. And you, go to the pond. If they didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the pond, I want to know. Then come back and give me a full report. Footprints, blood trails,
They'll
everything.
see us. We'll have to wait.
Get
You want
to
us to
work.
think they could swim all the fucking way across?
Shut up, or the chief will hear you.
It's still easier here than that skirmish on the other side.
Stumbling about in the pitch black when all your torch
O sol alt düğmesini başka yere taşımam lazım.
Catching some naked men in the forest is better than getting killed in a skirmish.
maybe.
Biraz şey yapıyor.
Can't see a bloody thing.
We'll find them, do them in, and get nicely warm.
We've got to get to that tree trunk up ahead, quietly. There's more of them up top. Fuck!
I played dice against Lefty yesterday.
They're coming here.
You be
Stand
keeping
still.
watch instead. You reckon we'll find them, do you? If they tried to swim across the pond, they'll be found half dead somewhere on the bank, not here.
Run! Quick!
Why are we moving down instead of being high up? Because you can't seem to get from up there through the foliage. But we were sent up top. There won't be nothing up there.
Yukarı koş. Orada ışık var işte.
Find them.
Quick! Into the rocks.
Kurva! They're fleeing into the rock. Hurry!
Yukarıda da varlar.
Run around. We'll catch them at the top.
What now?
Hey? Hans! There's more of them up top!
They're here!
Take cover!
Run ahead of them!
Where now, for fuck's sake?
Bırak zikzak çizerek gidiyorum ki ok atmasın.
Here! Damn it, they're everywhere!
What are we gonna do?
How should I know? We can't go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't see shit.
But they'll catch us!
Oh, you don't say, genius.
Calm down, for fuck's sake!
Stop it! This isn't going to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge behind me and see if there's a way forward. Then come back to me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out of the rocks. I'll stay here meanwhile and watch out for them.
Kayalıkların giriş noktasını keşfet. Keşfettik mi? Burası mı? Ha? Baga girdim. Herhalde keşfetmemişizdir.
Ah, fuck! Where's Capon? He must have fled from them through the other gorge. I have to find him.
Kime mi veriyorlar?
Hans! Hey, Hans!
Aha.
Never fear! I'm here to help!
Where is he?
Geliyor köpeğin evladı.
way out. Hands!
Here. Oh, God, we found each other. I didn't
Oğlum arkamızdalar, koş.
soldiers popped up in front of me. I only just avoided being seen, and I only found my way out of those bloody rocks a while ago. Hurry!
Hadi.
We'll climb.
Yapma. Al kılıcı, al al al.
You're a dead man!
Güya basıyorum ya. Heh. Helal lan sana. İlk oyunda savunma Q'ydu. Q'ya bastım. Normalde sola basmam lazım.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house. If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job.
Yaramız nerede? Sırtımızda yara olması lazımdı.
Being a blacksmith might bring no glory.
Babamız geldi yanımıza.
Like keeping your head on your shoulders. Pa. Ah, come now. I was the one who raised you, but you know how things really are.
Hayal görüyor ya da rüya görüyor. Bayıldı ya.
My dad? Not yet. I'm dead, though.
If I'm not, then how come?
You chose a different path than I wanted for you. And maybe that's how it was meant to be. But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight. You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up. It's not over yet.
Neyse her şey
For the
bitmedi.
love of God, wake up! Pull yourself together, Henry. Oh, thank Christ. Oh, I thought you were done for.
Where am I?
Well, you dropped out of the sky like a shot-down hawk.
Oradan düştük ya.
And that fella landed with you. You broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him.
Duymuş adamın üstündekilerini almış.
What are you wearing?
Well, you won't be needing it. We can't be running naked through the woods. And if you're capable of running at all...
Bize de giydirmiş ama bir don.
Now, where's Mutt?
I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. Right, we've got to disappear. Right, come on, I'll help you up.
Köpeğe bir isim taksaydık. İt demesi güzel değil ya. Ya köpek desin ya... İt biraz kabaca oluyor gibime geliyor. İsim seçebilseydik maço koyardım eski köpeğimin adı. Öldü.
How are you holding up?
It's not so bad.
All right. That'll have to do for now. As long as you're able to talk. As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in there.
Aha. Hayal görüyor.
They're here. Sigismund's army.
The only army here is the one-man army of Sahel.
Aa. Halüsinasyon görüyor.
Don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go.
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate.
Korktum lan.
Fuck.
Yaralı ya, halüsinasyon görüyor.
Skalitz is in flames. We're gonna die here.
You'll survive this. Come on.
Bianca.
Come on.
Ya Bianca'yı unutmamış. O hancı kız. Hancının kızı.
Father? Listen to me, Hal. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Are you mad?
My mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Otto.
Christ's sake.
Anything happens, he'll take
Come
care of you.
on.
Trust me.
Oh, you can hardly stand, damn it. But we'll make it together. You'll see. Henry, focus.
Take me away.
Henry, pull yourself together.
Aa.
Please. There's nobody here. You're just imagining things.
Run. No.
Don't give in to it.
Lan ya, yine görüyor, aynı sahneyi görüyor. İlk bölümdeki sahneyi. Bu ibni öldürdü. Bundan intikam alacağız.
You're a warrior. You can do this.
Şu an hayal
I've
görüyoruz.
got you. Just a
Bilmeyenler
little
için.
further. Henry, wake up.
The linden tree.
Buraya gömdük annemizi
Father
babamızı.
always wanted.
Birinci oyunda.
No, we can't stop.
Pa.
Ah, niye seçemedim?
Henry, snap out of it. Stay with me. Henry, a light. Look,
I see it.
we've got to go.
I see the light.
Hold on, pal. Hold on. We're here. We're here.
Pavlena?
İhan'a geldik.
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs
Kadın
help.
kör herhalde. Görmüyor aynen.
Please.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him.
Ha, görüyormuş lan. Oylana dedi ya.
Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents. They're...
That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. And we were ambushed. But don't worry. We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you all, sons.
Vur.
Think again, scum!
Hadi hadi hadi hadi hadi hadi. Yapma. Kapı niye yerden alıp onu vurmadı ki?
Are you alive, lad?
Bayağı kan kaybediyoruz ha. Lan ne güzel yapmışlar ya. Hikayenin anlatımı var ya, tam birinci bölümü anlatır gibi ha. Animasyonlar falan. Okla bacağımızdan vurmuşlardı bunu.
The scouts. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone. Who? Who burned it to the ground? A huge army. They attacked without warning.
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
I am Sir Marquardt von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
Get up now. There's work to be done.
Bu kim? Geldiğimiz yerdeki kadın mı?
Mother?
Ne diyorlar?
I ain't your ma, laddie. Oh, may all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What? Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad. Slowly.
O da yaralanmış. Bir adam vuramadı ya. Tamam, burası artık yeni yatağımız. Burada yatabiliriz.
What happened? What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit. And so were you, lad, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
We have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
What happened to him?
That cutthroat that followed you fellas cut him up bad. Hans was fighting him outside, then he came staggering in, said something about Fortuna and collapsed on the floor.
But you'll help him, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
I've had worse. My shoulders things a bit, but I'm all right otherwise.
You're brave. If you weren't, we wouldn't be speaking now.
Aynen öyle.
Your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more, especially at night. So I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that. But I need to get a breath of fresh air to clear my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady you are on your feet.
Kalk biraz
While you're
gezeceğim.
at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in the pot on the fire. If that ain't enough, I put some bread and cheese on the table outside for you.
Sağ olasın
And you'll
teyze.
find some of our home-brewed liquor there too, in case you need bucking up.
Ne içkisi
Don't
ya?
overdo it, though.
Yaralıyız.
I won't. Thanks a lot. May God reward you 1,000-fold. What's your name, by the way?
Bushena's my name.
Well, I'm Henry.
Kızın nerede
I
Bozena?
know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Tamam. Becerilerimizi kaybetmişiz. Anamam var. Sargı bezimiz. Sandık mı? Böyle gezelim yaralı. İksirimiz yok. Tencereden ya. Bak bu daha iyi olmuş. Yerinden tencereye ediyordun, ekran kararıyordu. Şey oluyordu sonra.
Aye, true bliss is a full belly.
Oh. Tamam. Gidip bir de yıkanalım. Ana. Kapını kontrol edelim.
Can you hear me, friend? Christ. In the end, you bore the brunt for both of us. May all the saints watch over you. And over Bajana, too.
Dua edelim.
Lord God Almighty, look down on a poor sinner and hear my heartfelt prayer. Protect Sir Hans and don't let him die. Just as he didn't let me die. Preserve his life. Because he's a young gentleman. Brave and just and a good Christian. And look down on Bajana too. And let her save Sir Hans. And deliver her from all evil. And grant her grace. Because she herself is merciful and didn't turn us away in our hour of need.
Aynen öyle. Tam duamızı da ettiğimize göre yalak. Adamın kılıcı nerede acaba? Dur ekmek bırakmıştım demişti ama. Ekmeği nereye bıraktın teyze? Hatta ne var? Yo burayı soyamam. Kadın bizi kurtardı o kadar. Biraz içerisi hava alsın. Kapıyı açık bırakıyorum. Ekmek al. İçkiyi de al. Al bunları al. Doyduk zaten. Daha fazla bile yedik. Peynir. Tamam biliyoruz. Kayıtsızın içkisinden oyunu kaydedebiliyoruz. Aha köpeğimin sesi.
Feel like a new man.
Bu başkasının köpeğiymiş. Kadının köpeği. Oğlum bu pitbull lan bildiğin. Bunu alamıyor muyuz? Benimki pitbull kırması, bu tam pitbull. Ne ismi? Homurtkan. Yağmala. Al. Al al al al al. Al al al. Ne giyelim ya? Ne? Bu ne? Berduş çizmeleri. Bu neymiş? Oyunu kaydeder. He tamam. Aynı zamanda besi değeri falan da var taze. Dilenci pantolonu. görünüyor ama şu an. Ya da giymesin. Onlardan biri sansınlar biz. Tamam. Tamam. Kılıcı nerede bunun, köpeğin? Tamam, meşalemiz var. Meşaleyi nasıl alıyoruz? Bire basılı tutarak değil mi? Yok. Neyse.
Seems Bujana isn't some quack. She's got a damn good setup here.
Köpeğini alabilseydim iyi olurdu ya. Bakalım ne yapmamız gerekiyor. Ne göster.
I'm feeling a bit peckish.
Kuzen abla sen misin?
I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
All right. Tell me, what do the herbs look like?
Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petal at the back of the hut. There's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Right. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too.
Alamaz mıyız
Maybe
onu?
I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good, but don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger. when he comes by again, so I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
Acaba önce şey mi yapsam? Önce aynen adamı gömelim. Kadının başı belaya girmesin. Bize yardım etti. Bu arada bu köpeği alabilsem çok güzel olur diyor. Ezekiel'in orada demişti. Al baba. Bunu nasıl sırtlansak bizi ölmeyiz inşallah. Ağır çünkü. Dümdüz ilerle dedi. Da yardımcı olur. Bir dakika, göl neredeydi? Göl. Dereye taş. Bu neymiş? Tamam, onları da oradan alırız. Domuz da var burada. Kadının domuzu herhalde.
Ah, shit. My shoulder. This bastard's hard work.
Mantar. Küreği nasıl alacağız?
You can't be in the ground soon enough.
Kürek. E'ye bastı mı kazıyor zaten. Akşam olur şimdi. Ama bu yani bu oyunun ikincisi daha güzelmiş ha. Gerçekten iyi. 10 numara oyun. Böyle görünüyor. Nasıl gitsek? Kadının dediği gibi kulübenin arkasından dolanacağım.
Damn, the shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
Lan ben yaralıydım, şimdi adam yaralı ya. Neydi? Ada çayı topla.
Purple flower, sage. There we go.
Tam bu kadar ada çayı yeter herhalde. Dur toplayayım da. Olur ne olmaz. Neyse. Gelmeyelim. Herhalde yeter papatya.
That's it. Chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
Köpek yok ortalıkta. O kadının köpeği güzelmiş.
Making such a fuss about. Could something have happened at Bajena's? I should have some weapon at hand, in case there's any foul play.
We're from Lord von Bergov, and we're looking for those murderers.
I know Lord von Bergov's people, and I ain't never seen you before.
Lord von Bergov is reinforcing his garrison on account of them renegades that are wandering around here. We're new.
Oh, shouldn't all his people have Waffen? Rocks and shields with his colours.
For Christ's sake, woman, stop annoying
I should
me
eat
with your
something.
enemies. Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you. Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights' company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
I'm Henry of Skalitz. I'm accompanying Sir Hans Capon on a mission to deliver an important letter to Lord von Bergov. We were the ones who were ambushed yesterday by the pond.
Oh,
And Sir Hans isn't fit
bunu
to travel
söylemeseydik iyiydi.
Please report to Trotsky that we'll come as soon as we can. And have them send us horses and some clothing. And an escort would be good too.
Shit, how about that? I didn't expect you to fall for it so easily. We're not von Bergov's men, and we'll deal with him later. Like we did with you yesterday by the pond. But that's the least of your worries now. We'll take your Sir Hans with us. But we've no need of you. Farewell, Henry of
O zaman seni
Skalitz.
öldüreceğim.
This'll be quick,
Kusura bakma.
boy. This'll be quick, boy.
Bunu ne avradım? Oğlum dur, zaten yaralıyız, dur.
You want to try me? Bad luck. Do it. Show what you're made of.
Christ!
Yine mi uğraşacağım lan? Ölmek üzereyim, bir dakika. Ne var ya? Tam kanamam yokmuş. Bir ne yapıyorum? Bana iş yapıyor.
I'm as hungry as a wolf.
God in heaven, you look a sight. It's a wonder you're standing on your feet. My word, they worked you over good.
Benzettiler.
That's nothing but a scratch or two. You should see the other two fellas.
Don't play the hero. I can't see much, but I know what a battered fella looks like. Show me that. I'll try and get you into better shape. I didn't go to the trouble of healing you just so you'd up and die on me.
Kadın haklı, o kadar uğraştı.
Now, better?
Much better. Thanks a lot. And are you all right? They didn't harm you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry.
Kadın cadı mı lan burada? Ne
I
işi
reckon
var?
it was one of those who followed us
Başına.
yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Anlat.
I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Kobyla. And I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Bergov. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them. Except I have 2 fresh corpses in my yard.
Gömeceğim.
Don't worry. I reckon I've still got a bit of strength left. I ought to be able to manage it before evening.
I'd be eternally grateful to you. But be careful while you're at it. You don't want to open that wound or strain yourself.
What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you 2 the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
All right, I'll try. Well, I've been at the alchemist bench a few times, but it's been quite a while.
That's grand. More than I was hoping for. And not to worry, it'll all come back to you. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
I feel quite hungry.
Buradan bir yemek yiyeyim. Aa, tencerede bir şey yok ki. Ne anlatıyorsun oğlum, ben daha gelmedim. Başla.
First, go to the recipe book.
Biliyoruz buraları.
Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start.
Şimdi bir dakika. Papatya, bir papatya,
You must have read it by
3
now.
ada çayı. Mor olanı ne, onu bilmiyorum. 2 defa şey yapacağım.
All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe.
Bir papatyayı ekle, bir tur kaynat. Asya çayını öğüt ve kazana son olarak dök.
What are you waiting for? pour
dakika
it
abla, bir
in
dakika.
there.
Araba 2 avuç, papatya ve 1 avuç ada çayı. Nerede ada çayı? Buna bir su ekleyelim. Ya da
Have
yapıyoruz.
you poured it in? So, what did you pour in there?
Water.
Why water? You were supposed to pour in wine. Empty it out and start again.
Toparla. Şarap eklemem lazım. Şarap.
So, what did you pour in there?
Don't worry, I poured wine in there. I don't make the same mistake twice.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit.
Kazanı hareket et.
Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked.
Manterini açıyorum. Ne olmuyor?
Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand. Maybe I ain't seeing right, but don't you have only one bag there? Something's missing.
Eksik.
Have you really got everything ready? I only see one bag and you need two.
Seç. Seç. Tamam.
All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of
Havuç, papatya.
chamomile into the cauldron.
Al. Havuç, papatya.
Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again.
Tamam. Bir dakika.
Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron.
Bununla döveceğiz. Tamam.
Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in.
Tamam. Dök.
Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Abla inşallah arkadaşımızı öldürmeyiz. Hallettik.
Here it is.
Well, now, judging by the smell, I'd say you brewed it perfectly. Thanks for your help, Henry.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
Well, if you feel up to it, I'd be right grateful to you if you was to rid me of them damn corpses what's lying there the whole time.
Sure. I'll do the best I can.
When you're done with that, go get some sleep. You won't miss anything, and you need the rest after everything that happened.
Ben şey diyorum. Uyuyayım bence.
This will be the weapon used by the bastard who cut up Sir Hans.
Bunların hepsi bana lazım olacak. Olarak ve tak. Hepsini takabiliyoruz ha. Açılma silahı var. Önce gidip uyuyayım, ondan sonra oyun kaydedilsin, burada bırakayım. Yarın devam edeceğim. Uyumam lazım. Uyu ve kaydet. Her şeyimiz bir fullensin. Rüya mı görüyorsun?
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had it like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine. And I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
The stronger dog fucks the bitches. And war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Yine annesini görüyor herhalde. Rüyasında.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake.
Ha, bu kadının kızı.
Were you having a nightmare?
Nasıl gülüyor çakal. Sevgilisinden daha güzel.
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right.
I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Hans? He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
Pa, without a doubt. I hope his soul and Ma's find peace.
Dreaming of a dead parent is confusing. It could mean you cling too much to the past, and you ought to find a new path. But I think it's a good thing he's more important to you than that murderer.
Thanks, Pavlina. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Tamam. Ayağa kalk. Bugünlük bu kadar yeter. İzlediğiniz için teşekkür ederim. Allah'a emanet olun. Kendinize iyi bakın.